My impression of the accreditation process designed and operated by IUCEA is a very good one. Firstly, it has clearly been carefully designed and benchmarked so that it aligns internationally with accreditation processes across the world, and it can take its place amongst those accreditation processes very easily. It's also been designed to provide its programs that are undertaking accreditation and its assessors with the tools that they need to understand the process with standards, guidelines, processes and procedures. These are very clearly set out insofar as I've been able to look at them. They have also been very clearly benchmarked against international standards and guidelines, and I think they provide a very good support to all of those who are involved in the accreditation process. And the final point I'd make in that regard is one of the things that really strikes me about the IUCEA process, accreditation process, is that it aims to push a little bit further. It's not just another accreditation label. It's actually aiming to push people a little bit harder and to improve a little bit further, to take them a step further than accreditations that they might have already undertaken. There are standards and guidelines in pretty much all of the regions across the world. And there are African standards and guidelines, but a long time ago, a man from Egypt that I worked with was being sent to Namibia to do a review, and he said, they might as well send me to the moon. So Africa's a big continent, and the African standards and guidelines are great, but what the IUCEA ones do is they contextualise those further for the Eastern African region, and that's really important as well in a massively diverse continent. So it's doing an additional level of work that I think is very valuable. The workshop's been great. It's been a real pleasure to be here. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've learned a lot from it as well. It's been very well organised. The programme was very well thought through. Participation by those attending was excellent. They were interactive, they talked, they wanted to discuss, they participated in the practical exercises, and you could see that they were really, the questions that they asked demonstrated a level of real thought and input into what they were doing. So it's been extremely enjoyable for me. The only suggestion I would make, and I think everyone knows this, is that it's a little bit longer. I think probably the nature of the practical exercises and the level of discussion that they raised, I think participants would really appreciate having even more time to really practice what the trainers and the facilitators are actually telling them. So, but other than that, very favourable, very positive impression, both of the organisation and of the participation of those that are training to be assessors.